Hello. Hello, ladies. How are you? I hope that you had a great Easter with your family. I have to say, I want to go in and actually post some of your pictures because so many of you posted such beautiful pictures of your family. And I thought it would be really fun. I didn't know if you all knew each other's family or not, but I would like to go in and post them so you all can see each other's family. So I might do a little bit of that today. For those of you who know me, you know that I am with my grandchildren on Mondays. And so I had Corey's 3 girls today. And it's just a lot. You're like, wow, that's a lot. Also, too, for those of you who know anything about settings, if you want to message me, I would love it. I do love the way my face is a little blurry, but I don't love the way my background is blurry. And even Abby was over here the other day and couldn't figure out how to make it not blurry. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but it's kind of weird. And so it's something to do with the settings on my computer, I think, and I cannot figure out how to fix it. So if you know, then you are welcome to tell me. I would love to hear some tips on that. So we're going to get right into it because I've got some things that I really want to go over and I'm excited about it. And I was running just a little bit late because I was putting together some numbers so I could share them with you. So let's go ahead and get started by opening in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this past weekend, celebrating what you did for us on the cross, Lord, celebrating you rising again on Sunday and giving us all an opportunity to have a new life where we glorify you. And Lord, for those ladies that have made the time to watch, to learn, to build their business, and Lord, you know that our business is blessing people. I've seen it. And I'm a witness. I can definitely witness to how much we can really do for women. And I so embrace that. And I'm so challenged by it. And so, Lord, help us to really know that that is our goal, whether our goal is aligns with that or whether it's an offshoot of that. Help us to really focus in on what is our goal and help us to have the confidence and the courage to pursue it. Help me to be able to share share with the women that you've been gracious and I'm privileged to lead, and help me to share things that will be relevant, help my words of my mouth to glorify you, and to also encourage, lift them up, and help them to believe in the people that you designed them to be. In your name, I pray, Lord. Amen. Okay, so I don't think anybody's watching live, but that's cool. You can always watch it later. It's nice out and it's light out, so I appreciate the time to be outside. So I love doing this because I feel like that way you can watch whenever you want to. And so but I still want you to comment, whether on here or you could message me, positives, negatives, maybe some things that you'd like to see me talk about, all of those things. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about April. Obviously, this is the 21st, so we have till next Wednesday to close out the month. And there's plenty of things that we can focus on, be challenged by, continue to work towards for the rest of the month of April. And so I am going to, I'm just like, yep, that's what I thought. So what I need to do is I need to go back into my, I have to go back into my drive and pull up the slides that are in my drive so I can share them with you. And so there we go. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, I think I got it now. All right. Oh, we don't want that to be ugly, right? We want it to be perfect. Good. Okay. All right. Now I'm back on track. Okay. So I don't know how I got out of that. That was kind of a mess. All right. So for those of you, look at this. I want to show you our participants in our all the people that signed up for the summer mailing. Look at these numbers. I mean, I just think they're fabulous. So, and I kind of wanted to add them up a little bit. I might even kind of add them up in my head a little bit, but look at the numbers of people that we had sign up. I mean, that is spectacular. I am going to get a calendar or a computer or whatever, calculator. And I'm going to add this up because I was so excited about it. So we're going to say Jan Nelson did 184. I did 174. Sue Nolan, 133. 111 by Sandra. 75 with, who is that? Okay, that's going to be Charmik. Oh, for Amanda. 62 for Renee. 48 for Becky, 45 for Melissa, right? 45 for Melissa, 45 for Kim Kristoff, 42 for Kim Kristoff. Oh, 45 for Natalie, 42 for Kim, 31 for Roz, 28 for Darlene, 25 for Donna, 24 for Patty Shirkman, 23 for Denise Galandorf, 22 for Jen Palich, 21 for Pat Murphy, 20 for Wendy Lane, 15 for Mary Jo, 9 from Carolyn, 2 from Jenny, and 2 from Teresa. That is 1,141 people. That is awesome. I mean, come on, that is really, really great. I'm super excited about that. And so for those of you that did sign up for that, congratulations. And I'm really, really proud of you. Not only will you be able to have your customers get that mailing, but you'll be able to order new product on the 10th of May. And then if you did not, then you'll order on the 15th of May. But I will tell you this, I really streamlined like this time, and I decided to text out the link to the book, and also text out the pink link, and then also text out, not all at once, of course, but I'm going to start texting people who really don't order a lot, like maybe just order CC cream or something like that. And I'm going to start texting them things. And so I did thin out mine, and I'll kind of give you, maybe a little replay or, a synopsis of how that went. But I do think that getting that book in their hands and also getting the sample in their hands, which I'm excited to see what the sample is going to be. We won't know that till May 1st, but that sample and then drawing their attention to the sample is so key, because a lot of times they don't see it. I don't know how they don't see it, but they just don't manage to see it. Now, I'm going to give you a quick overview of the events that we had in April. And the reason why I am is because they are either on YouTube or they are on the Lipstick and More. And so you can go back and watch them. You can share them, and you can watch them for yourself, because honestly, Easter gifts and Mother's Day gifts are really, really close. So it would be easy for you to use some of the ideas that we did. Also, the Pretty in Pastels that we did, that's a beautiful palette. That's also something that you can either use that video, maybe share YouTube, or maybe share the Lipstick and More link to show people how they can use those. Also, the Hydra session on the 13th, and we did schedule another one for I didn't make out the flyer yet, but we're going to do another one on May 18th because we had to get away from Mother's Day. But the thing I thought would be really cool is, what if you sold this and maybe a coupon to a customer for a Mother's Day gift? Like, what if you bought this $10 pamper package and we sent it to the mom and maybe the daughter, the son, whoever, with a gift card to where they could spend 30, 40, whatever. I just thought this was a really cool way of getting them, getting this as a really nice pamper packet for a mom. Wouldn't that be a great idea? I think this is a great Mother's Day idea. It's going to take a little bit of explaining, but all of the stuff that we do does, because we are so customized, and there's nothing else there that's really as customized as us. There really, really isn't. I mean, I know Amazon's like kind of, Amazon is a draw. Amazon pulls some of our customers. I get that. It pulls me, but at the same time, there's no customer service. There's no like that little extra something that we have. And I just thought I need to wrap my brain around how I'm going to make that a script, but I think it's a fabulous script. And I think it's a fabulous gift. I need to make a fabulous script to go with the fabulous gift. Last week, we also talked about things and when they need replaced. And Abby and I have made a conscious effort to really look up some valid information that maybe you don't know, I don't know, or your customers don't know. So we can make this an education source, this whole thing. And then this week, we're going to be talking about Mother's Day gift ideas. So I'm going to be talking about the Hydra session being a Mother's Day gift because I think that is wicked good. And the other thing I wanted to tell you too is, again, like I said, you can go back and watch these again. And moving forward into May, we'll be putting together the calendar for May this week. So if there's anything that you feel like you would like us to focus on, please do. One thing that we haven't done for a long time and we could do again is clinical solutions. I think clinical solutions is just like, it's almost just like this unknown land. And, for some of us, we're like into it, but a lot of us don't do a lot with clinical solutions, whether they be the boosters, the retinol, or the dynamic wrinkle filler. Right? I don't know if I'm saying the right thing, but you know what I'm talking about. So I don't think that we have enough information, enough experience, all of that. So I was thinking that I would like to do another night with that. And I would love to know what you feel like you would like to see another night of. And then 2, I want you to know that we are creating a YouTube link for every event that we do. And the reason why is because Facebook is not nice. Facebook does not play nice. Now, so far, Abby said, okay, you don't need to do it on my Facebook page because all of my people have converted over to YouTube. So, and if you want to convert over to YouTube, you can. If you want to stay with Facebook, you can. But I also want you to have this because YouTube is very dependable. You don't ever have to worry about YouTube not working. And so we have that as a backup. So I just want you to know that's a backup for you as well as your guests. But I like doing Facebook. And the reason why I do is because I feel like people just see it easier. They don't have to like go to it. It just sometimes just pops up for them, All right. This is what my new studio looks like. I tried to catch a picture of it. It's really hard to because the room is big and I'm not a photographer, but I'm really excited for Saturday, May 3rd from 9:30 to noon. And I would really like it if you would come at 9:30, but we'll be done at noon. And my reasoning here is that we'll have new product to share. You can bring customers so they can pre-order new product, which I think is going to be really smart of you. And you can see the new product and you can see each other. I am planning on having just some simple snacks, some muffins and some fruit, some juice, some coffee, some tea. And so if you can arrive at 9:30, that would be great. If you're running a little late, it's fine. But I just really think that we could do a more organized presentation if we're all there together. The other thing too is I've invited Bev and I've invited Abby. So I need you to tell me if you're coming and approximately how many guests you have, because as you can see, I've only set up one table since the renovation, but I have more tables and chairs and I would like to have them set up with room for you and your guests. So if you can tell me that you're coming, I would really, really, really appreciate it. And actually that's a note to send out to you with a flyer so that I can text you and kind of remind you to do that. Okay. So reserve Saturday morning, May 3rd, 9:30 to noon. Also too, if you would like a Friday night, can you let me know that? Because I could set it up for a Friday night in addition, if you let me know that. I cannot do Sunday, but I can do Friday night. Now, I'm telling you, have you opened your date book? Have you written down seminar July 24th through the 27th in Charlotte, which is only an 8-hour drive away? Because if you haven't, you want to. You will never know how much opportunity you have unless you go. I mean, going to seminar really shows you how much this company has for you and the diversity of the people that have been and are being successful. I mean, you have all the way down to those young little skinny Barbie doll looking girls to those of us that have had a lot of birthdays, that have been in for a long time, that are maybe a little bigger in size. I mean, you're going to see every size, shape, and age of consultant. And it is a great, great girls weekend. I really, really, I mean, it's like a girls weekend, but a working weekend, but a fun weekend, but a bonding weekend. I mean, It's just ridiculous. It's so good. You just don't even know how good it is. And I can't communicate to you how good it is. Also, too, save the date for the fall advance, October 24th and 25th in Columbus, Ohio. And actually, everybody is within driving distance of this. Now, I know it's going to be a little while, but you really are in driving distance of this. And so I hope that you will write this down and you will make the time to invest in yourself and give yourself this. I mean, really, just give yourself this experience because you really do deserve it. Also, to remember that April 20th was Easter. April 23rd, which is in 2 days, is Administrative Professionals Day. Who do you know that has a secretary that you could treat them with? Also, to May 5th through the 9th is Teachers Week. May 6th through the 12th is Nurses Week. Graduations, end of the year teacher gifts for your for students. People with kids. End of the year teacher gifts. I mean, we have the best. And then, of course, Mother's Day is the 11th. June 15th is Father's Day. And then we also have bridal season coming up, and we can make great bridal gifts. I love making a pamper set for brides. I absolutely love it. Also, too, look at our achievers. Congratulations to Jan Nelson and April Gray for achieving the $700 order. They've already gotten their cooler and they've earned their prize from me in addition to the prize from the company. And so those are on order and those will be going out to you. And then our 300 on target winner or 300 order achievers, Dara Schanneberger, Patty Shirkman, and Lindsay Battershell. Now, those of you have won your prize for the 15th, but you still can qualify for prizes by the end of the month. That cooler, I put my order in and I thought for sure it was 7 and it was 600. And I was like, I was so mad. I still need some product and I'm going to get it. But I was like, oh my gosh, how in the world did I miss that one repair set? Duh. So you have until the end of the month to qualify for the cooler, and then you have until the end of the month to qualify for this cute pink storage trunk, those mules, this organizer shelf. All of these prizes can be yours when you finish your orders by the end of the month. So really track that. And I just love these branded Mary Kay prizes, and they're all color coordinated, so we won that blanket earlier in the year and now we're winning the cooler and they match and they're so cute. I just love all of it. And even the hand towels, I put them in the studio, in the bathroom down there. So cute. Love it. Also, too, for each person that has a new team member sign up with the $20 startup in the month of April, you are going to get this Power Up Blazer B. And just so in case you don't know, the B came from Mary Kay's husband, who bought her a diamond bee pin, and he said that she was queen of the hive. And of course, aerodynamically, the bee cannot fly because its wings are too little and its body's too big, but the bee doesn't know it and it flies anyway. So that's why we have this fun bee pin, and that's why you see so many bees in Mary Kay. These are our Star Consultant prizes that have started on March 16th and they will go to June 15th. We're really excited about each and every one of those. And of course, if you don't choose a prize, you can add up your star points, which is also a very, very, very good idea. Okay, now there's something else I was going to show you. What is it? Oh, I know what I was going to show you. Okay, I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about the trial that I've been doing. Okay, so my very first trial that I did was March 18th. And since that time, I have had, I did my numbers here. Okay. So since March 18th, I have had 28 people turn in their surveys. Now, I have 28 people who have turned in their surveys, but I also have, for this month, my goal is to do 30 for this month. So 28 is what I've done so far. I have a lot of people that are actually finishing up their surveys like now. Let me see if there's just a second. Yeah, I have, how many more do I have for this month that are going to finish up? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 more. Yeah, 17 more that are finishing up now. Okay, so the 17 that I have will give me, sorry, my numbers are everywhere. I just have written everything. Okay, so the 17 more will give me 25 for the month of April, because I really wanted to do this myself before I rolled it out to you. So I need 5 more people to enroll in my trial. I thought I had one, and then she didn't return it, and I found out it was one of the girl's daughter. So that didn't work. So I still need 5 more. Oh wait, I do have one. No, I only need 4 more, because I forgot I'm dropping some off tomorrow. Oh yes, so I have 26. So I'll have 26. So I just need 4 more. You know, I'm gonna got to be like a dog on the bone with those 4. Man, only 4 more. Sorry, now I'm on a tangent. I'm thinking of 4. Okay, so the reason why I'm telling you that is because I really wanted you to have my numbers. I really wanted you to hear my numbers. And so what I did was I went over that today, and to look at how many people I've done and what my breakdown is. All right, so now I will tell you that some of these people were just kind of long shots. I don't know how else to say it. They were long shots. I was warming up. I mean, I really did give myself that break. I'm like, Beth, you're warming up. So, and I'm going to tell you where some of them came from. Okay. So, a couple of them were people that have bought color, but don't buy skincare. A couple of them were people that I've wanted to approach, but didn't know how to, like people from church. A couple of them were people that have bought random things from me, but never bought skincare. I told you that, like mascara or something like that. Another one was my niece. Another one was again, she didn't buy skincare, but it was her birthday, so I asked her. Another one from church. Somebody who called me for a reorder that I'd never been my customer before. This one was a referral. No, this was a girl who called me, like, a new customer called me out of the phone book. Then I had a couple of long-term customers. Another girl that I warm cheddar booked when I was getting my hair done. Another one was a referral from somebody who didn't buy anything, but's thinking about the repair set, but she doesn't really know. She was basically a 0, but she referred this girl, and this girl bought a repair set. Another girl who's bought a mini repair set as a customer before, but never bought the full one. Another girl that I see on Facebook, and she's cute. Another girl from church that's real quiet that I working with the kids ministries. And she asked me if I drove the big Cadillac that she saw in the parking lot. And I said, yeah. And then I said, have you ever tried Mary Kay? Because I always do that. I feel like if it comes up, whether I bring it up or they bring it up, I'm going to ask them, have you ever tried Mary Kay? How long has it been since you tried Mary Kay? I'm an ambassador for Mary Kay. If I don't ask them that, who's going to? Am I expecting her to just go, oh, I want to buy some, I never could find it? I don't do that. I don't, I'm like, listen, it's your job. Your job is to be an ambassador. So that's why I brought it up. And she's really, really quiet. I didn't expect her to say yes, but she said, sure, I'll help you. It's the easiest ask ever. Another one who's a mother of one of my customers. Another one who's been on the skincare before, been in the company before, fell away. Another one who did the same. She's been in the company before, fell away. Okay. So that kind of gives you an idea of where they all come from. So they come from like everywhere. Like I went down through my friends list. I went through my customer base. Now I'm going to go back and go through my, I didn't even go to my personal Facebook page, my unit Facebook page, because I don't do a lot with that because I'm bad at that. And then I was going to go through customers who've been customers in the past that fallen away. Okay. So that's the kind of thing that I'm doing. All right. So out of 28 people in the last month, my totals, I had 29 total. The first one was the 18th of March. I had 11 0 sales, like just didn't buy anything. I had $2,153 in sales from the other, 18 people. And that I cut out of a total of, or 17 people out of a total of 28. So 28 minus 11 is only 17 people. 17 people bought $2,153. That averaged out to $77 per person. I give them 15% off of whatever they buy, and they cost about $10 a piece for me to do the samples. Now, the reason why they cost about $10 a piece, some is repair, some is Miracle Set, but they cost $10 because I do all of them CDS, because I've packed up samples before and I didn't want to deal with it. So I just, and then that way, that what happens, it's really cool, is then they go in and register, or no, I go in and register them and I get their address and stuff and I put it in there. Now they're new customers in InTouch. Okay. So I did all 28 of these, right? Did I say, yeah, all 28 of these. I have a 29 girl, but she, yeah, I'm not counting her because she didn't do the survey yet. So all 28 of these people, I did CDS. I think there was one in here that I had samples for. So I saw her at church and gave them to her church, but 28 of them I did CDS because it was so easy. And it was just like, I could spend my time. Like for example, when I do it with CDS, you get 2 free samples. So I did 2 skincare sets that were free. And like, the repair is $1.66 for a strip. The Miracle Set is $1. So $1.66, I got 2 of them free. So I paid $5.95 for shipping. I got 2 of them free. So that was $3 right there, And then I got 2 free ones of the repair. And then I got 3 more that I paid for. And then I paid for a peel. And I've been kind of throwing in a charcoal mask because it's only 17 cents. And then I paid $6 for the shipping on all 28 of these. So with an average sale of $77 per person, and I have to say it's going up. It was $62, and so I've up $15, which my goal is to get it up to $100. My friend Nancy, who shared this with me, her goal is $144 a person, and my friend Susan's goal is $100 a person. Not that I'm comparing myself, but I kind of am. But in all honesty, I want it to be $100 a face. I feel like $100 a face is not too high. But the situation here is the people that I've asked. I mean, the people that I've asked her, but I just was like asking everybody. And I think that you should do the same thing. So, and I have people in here who I think are going to come back and order more. I really do, but that's where they are right now. Okay. So $77 per person. I do give them 15% discount at $10 each. That made my profit $475. So I was like, and I have 11 new skincare customers, and I have more that I like. For one of them, it was funny because you asked for 2 referrals in the survey, and she gave me her daughter, which I thought was kind of tricky. And her daughter responded and said yes, but then I was like, okay, I need your address and stuff, and she didn't answer it. So I went back to her. I said, hey, your referral, Lily, didn't do this. And she goes, well, that's my daughter. She goes, but she is looking for skincare, and so is my other daughter. And I was like, oh, okay, well then, I can, when I get you your order, I'm going to get you some skincare for them. And so she said, okay. So, and her order was the Miracle Set and the microdermabrasion. So, I mean, I feel really good about this, but I also feel like I want more. And so I realize this is not for everyone, but I do think that you might want to figure out how this could work for you. And I'll tell you the reason why I love it as much as I do. Number one is it's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. And what I mean by that is that I am sending out text messages asking them. So I'm sending out a text message to ask them. Then I'm sending out the next text message. Hey, did you get my message yesterday? And then I'm sending out a third one because now I'll definitely send out a third one because I'm only 4 short for the end of the month. So, now I'm, but I always say I'm just a little short of my 30 because I am. And so, so all that's, I do that. And then I check it, I track, like I make my list of people I'm going to ask. And then I put a little check mark next to the ones that, how many times have I asked her? How many times have I asked her? How many times have I asked her? Right. And so, and I go up to 5. I try to do every single one of them. I do 5 unless they tell me something like, they have a cancer spot on their face and they can't, or they went to the dermatologist because they have acne instead of coming to me. But I work to do 5 with every single one of them. And I make it nice. I use the 3 scripts that I was given, but then I also kind of make another little script of, hey, I really feel like I'm bugging you, but I'm just a little short and I would love to have you be part of my trial. Okay. So I do all that. So you're going to send out the invite script, which I think is excellent. And then once I get them in, then I order the samples, and then I track when the samples are delivered. And then I say, do you have your samples in your hand? Are you ready to start your day one? And, they say things like, I was going to start, but I couldn't. It was Easter. It was this, it was that. Okay, whatever. Well, when's your day one? Because that's when I'm going to send your directions. I don't send the directions until they tell me when their day one is, because you're really holding them accountable. And I've sent out a lot of samples that I was chasing. There's only one person in here that I literally had to chase to do them. And the reason why was because she was working 15,000 hours and her husband was in the hospital. Well, I'll give her a break on that one. I mean, I'll go back and say something. Actually, this would be a good time for me to say something to her. Hey, how's your husband? Are you doing okay? Do you want me to work with you on this trial, or do you want me to drop you? Because, I'm not being mean. That's where I'm at. So I really like this because I feel like people don't understand personal service, but this explains it to them. I had two girls actually, who really broke out. Like, one got really red and itchy, and the other one, it really peeled. Her skin really peeled, and I was freaking out. But what I did was I called my friend who taught me this, Nancy, and Nancy said, okay, this one, it was probably the retinol, so tell her to stop doing that. And this one, it was probably the sunscreen, tell her to stop doing that. And they both said, you're right, I agree. And then they were thrilled that I checked up with them. Every time I said, how are you doing? They were like, I'm doing way better, thank you. And so I'm like freaking out, but they were actually fine. And I think that really helps us to communicate. Like, a lot of times people are looking for skincare, but they don't know where to start. And so that helps us to communicate. I will work with you and I will help you. Okay. So I feel like the reason why I shared that is because I don't believe in asking you to do something that I'm not doing. And I do think that Mother's Day, Easter, I think all of those things are great. And what those do is they give you people who buy a little bit from you that you can invite to do this trial. You see what I mean? Anybody and everybody could be in this trial. So if you would like to work with me, I've had a couple of you that I've reached out to personally, but that doesn't mean that I have to reach out to you personally. You can reach out to me and just say, hey, I want to do this. Will you work with me? Because I will walk through it with you every step of the way. Because I'll be honest with you, when my girl said that she was, itchy and flaking, I was freaking out. And so what did I do? I called my friend Susan. I didn't call him. I texted Susan. I texted Nancy. I said, hey, what would you do with this? And they calmed me down, because like right away I was like, oh my gosh. But they calmed me down. They told me the next steps to do. I did that. It worked because they're a little ahead of me. They've done more. And it was wonderful. It was just wonderful to be able to just reach out and have a little bit of guidance, which is exactly what they did. And I can do that for you. So if you're looking for a new idea, I think that's a new idea. I think it works around their schedule, it works around your schedule, and you're focusing on skincare, which of course is where we want to be. Now, I do have a thing at the end where I say, would you like to try some foundation samples? And then what I'm doing with that is I am just asking them to do the foundation finder tool. And then I can include some foundations in their order. To me, it's a simple system where you can work early in the morning. You can work late at night. Like a lot of times I work. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. Hey, Abby. Thanks for commenting. So the reason why I'm telling you all this is because I personally believe that, I told you I started with driving to appointments, no phone, terrible directions, terrible sense of direction, drive home. That's how I built my business. Then I would give somebody a full miracle set and let them try it. And if they didn't like it, I would get it back, or maybe they would buy it and I'd give them a little discount. And then I worked with people coming to my house. Then I worked with brides coming to a hotel. I mean, over 40 years, things change. And I'm really glad that I was willing to try different things. It's not that Mary Kay's party doesn't work. It does work. But getting people to sit down all at one time is tricky. And that hostess is like, well, Susie can't come. Can we reschedule for next week? That drove me crazy. And so this to me is something that I can work around my schedule. They can try it around their schedule. I'm following up with them and creating a relationship with them and showing them how much I care and how much they can count on me to work through all the bugs, even if it's scary when, their face is peeling and you're freaking out. But we have the sisterhood of people that we can call when that happens. All right. So it is 8:04. I like to just keep you for 30 minutes, but consider this your personal invitation to work with me on this trial. If it's something you're willing to step out of your comfort zone and do, and just know I will walk through every step. Because wouldn't you love it if all of your mascara customers were skincare customers? Wouldn't you love it if all your foundation customers were skincare customers? That's what we want. Skincare customers spend more and stick more to the product. And that's what we really want. And you are an ambassador to Mary Kay. So if you don't give them an opportunity to try it, who it will? Maybe it'll be me. Get them before I do. That's something that I've always told myself because it kind of kicked me in the butt and made me do stuff I didn't want to do when I was afraid. So I hope this helps. Thank you so much for spending this half hour with me. And remember, nobody wants success for you more than me. Love you.